I go 0 to 100, nigga, real quick. And I gas on the fake rapper, real spit. And now I'm doing that gossip, you know that's bitch shit. Niggas get to talk until I walk up, then they switch shit. Boy, you better chill, cause shit get real. I cut your cookie up, them rib tips on the grill.
Hey, welcome back to Premier Lifestyle. I'm your host, Aaron Smith, and today we have West Coast Captain.
What's the deal?
Right, man. So,
Happy to be here.
All right, man. So can you tell us something about you? Like, how'd you start into the game of rapping?
Strangely, I mean, well, first and foremost, I'm an actor before anything.
Okay.
And I had a production company partner who made beats on the side. And one day we just got finished with a project. This is about maybe 4 years ago now. And he was playing one of his beats, and I do poetry. So I spit some of my poetry over a beat. And he was like, man, that's pretty dope, man. Who's that? And I'm like, that's me. And he was like, bullshit. I'm like, for real, that's me. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you should start rapping. I'm like, nah, man, I don't rap. You know what I'm saying? And he gave me the beat, and he was like, man, I want you to write a song to this beat. So I wrote a song to it, and people was actually feeling it, which was strange to me because I never thought I'd be a rapper. And from there, I just got in the studio more, started recording, and I kind of fell in love with it. Man, I've always been a lover of music, but I just never ever thought I'd be a rapper. But I started to gain a small fan base, and people started requesting more and more music and asking me when my next mixtape was coming out, and asking me when I was gonna have shows, and it was just overwhelming. So I kind of like fell into it. Acting is my first love, but it's kind of like music is my side chick. I don't know if that sounds right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you say you've been acting. How long have you been acting for?
I started acting when I was 17 years old, doing a lot of stand-in work, background work, extra work. I actually did my own projects. I have 3 short films of my own that I wrote, directed, and filmed myself, and I had a crew as well. But I haven't really touched on the acting stuff because the last 3 years have been dedicated strictly to music. So I've did like small stuff here and there, like independent films and stuff. I actually just did an independent film about 4 months ago. But with me working on my second mixtape actually just dropped, titled Fake Ass Rapper. And that's my main priority right now, is pushing my mixtape, pushing my music. So I haven't really had a chance to do that much acting as I would like to.
Oh, okay, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. So mixtape wise, how many artists would you say you've been working with?
Honestly, working with as far as features, not as many as I work with as far as just rubbing shoulders with, making connects with, exchanging information back and forth. I don't really have, I think I have one feature on this. Actually, I don't have any features on my new mixtape. My last mixtape I had about 2 or 3. With my style being the way it is and me changing and growing, I want to grow into myself first before I actually, reach for the assistance of another artist to actually put their spin on it. I actually want to polish myself as, before I actually start branching off and doing a lot more features. But I work with a lot of guys as far as like doing photos and videos for them. I might get on one of their songs and do a verse. But I work with a lot of singers. I'm working with a guy named Jaron Michael right now. We're actually starting another brand, which is called Local Goods. We're both cats from Long Beach, and Local Goods is basically just local artists, and we're the goods. You know what I'm saying? We're the local goods of that area. And he sings, writes, and produces, and I rap, act, and do photography and video. So that's kind of the umbrella that we're going to be under. But right now I'm pushing Jet Luxury. That's what I started off with, and that's what I'm going to end with. Jet Luxury Entertainment stands for Fly and Luxurious. So under that I do photography and video for myself and other artists, and music as well. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, could you go into a little further detail more about Jet? What was it again?
Oh, Jet Luxury.
Jet Luxury.
Jet Luxury is just, that's kind of like my baby. It's something that's been my brand name, you know what I mean? Before actually people started calling me Captain, everybody was calling me Jet Luxury, you know what I mean?
Okay. So
Jet Luxury is kind of the thing that I'm pushing as far as something that's just for myself, you know what I mean? I don't care how many cats I link with and how many, even if I get signed to a label, I'm still gonna have Jet Luxury in my pocket,
Yeah, man, that's good.
Yeah, so it's basically just my own brand. Again, it stands for Fly and Luxurious, and that's what I aspire to be, so.
Okay, man. All right. So when you're doing your mixtapes and you're writing down, is there like some kind of feeling you feel when you're doing it, or are you trying to get deep into it?
It all, honestly, man, it all depends on the beat. I never know, and it's just strange because a lot of cats, like, they hear some of my verses and they ask me, like, what made you write that? And it's just, I never know what I'm gonna say until a verse is done. Like, I'll put on the beat, and depending on how that beat feel, I'll freestyle the first couple bars and then I'll go from there, you know, and that's pretty much what that song is going to be about. You know, I can write about real life stuff, I can write about stuff I'm going through, stuff I've been through, I can write about something that just happened at work, I can write about love, I can write about hate, I can write about shit that I've seen. You know, like I said again, I never really have that feeling until I actually start writing.
Right, okay. So could you tell us any upcoming artists you're going to be working with or any future plans?
A lot of artists, actually. I'm working with 319 Music right now. That's the Cali Swag umbrella. RP the third, by the way. RP the third. They kind of like had a little falling off, you know, with the passing of one of the Cali Swag members. But I'm working with Smooth and Young. They still doing their thing. Again, I'm still working with Fred Kelly, who's under Jet Luxury, and I'm working with Jaron Michael of Local Goods. He's produced 2 tracks so far, and we wrote 2 records to him. One is called Early AM Sex, and one is called Caught the Wave. So he sings, and he'll make these beats from scratch, and we'll be in the studio, and he'll be like, give me a verse. And that's challenging me as an artist because I've never had to sit there and write a verse on point and have it ready in 30 minutes to an hour, you know what I mean?
Right.
So that's pretty much me getting myself, I guess, ready for the industry, because everything is like right now. So somebody sends me over a feature, I gotta send it back to them in a couple of days, I gotta be on it, you know what I mean? So I work with anybody. It's just a matter of it being the right artist and it being the right sound that I'm going for, because I'm not going to just do any song. You know, if I feel like it's going to hurt my image or I feel like I'm going to portray something that I'm not, you can't ask me to get on no song about selling dope, because that's not what I do. I'm not going to get on no song and lie about nothing. I can't do that. You know what I mean? So again, it all depends on what artist is actually asking me to work with them. I've had a lot of offers, but right now my main thing was getting my mixtape done before I actually start doing features. So now that my mixtape is out, I'm promoting my mixtape, I can step back while my mixtape is being promoted and still do a couple verses here and there. So A1 Crashing, Smooth, Young, Jaron Michael, Fred Kelly, Young LA, the real Young LA, M16. I had a couple tracks with him a while back, but he's doing his thing in the Inland Empire, and you know, I'm working out here in LA and in Long Beach. So, you know, I got a lot of stuff in the making right now, but everything is just so cluttered with the fact that I'm getting so many offers that I never thought I was gonna get as far as doing music and features. So, you know, everything is gonna happen on its own time, I guess, you know?
Right. Could you tell us more about your new mixtape that just came out?
Oh, yeah, Fake Ass Rapper. I mean, the main question that everybody's asking, like, where I come up with the name at. And I pretty much let my exes name my mixtape, because it's kind of like I said, I always like to tell the stories of my life and my music, and anything that I say in my music is gonna be real shit. So when I dropped my first mixtape, I got a great response from it, but it was all lyrical hip hop, East Coast type of vibe. And when I dropped my second mixtape, around this time I was dealing with a few women here and there, and you know, messing with this girl and messing with that girl, and it's kind of like when they want you to let them in and you don't let them in, they go for what they know is most dear to you. And everybody knows now that my music is everything to me. So if I cut a woman off, it's like, for instance, I just wrote a song called Select All Delete. So it's kind of like on a feature when you have on your text message, where it's like when you hold down on the text message, it'll give you the option of selecting all of the text and deleting it all. So there's one song that I wrote called Select All Delete. It's kind of like a text message, that like a blast text I was going to send out. So it was expressing myself through the text, and at the end of the song I said I was going to send this in a mass text, but select all delete, fuck it. So I was talking about how one of my exes hit me up asking, can she stay the night? And I told her to go find somebody else to play with. And she said, you whack rapping nigga, you ain't never gonna make it. Ain't no labels checking for you. That's why your Gmail is vacant. You gonna see that this is true. You gonna fail, just be patient. So it's just kind of like, when I stopped dealing with these women, like, oh, you old fake ass rapper, you old fake ass wanna be rapper. So I made the name of my mixtape Fake Ass Rapper, because I wanted people to know what a fake ass rapper sound like. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a clever twist on it to make people say, fake ass rapper. I mean, what this nigga talking about? So that's pretty much what it is.
Man, so earlier we were listening to some of your music, man. I feel like, personally, I like it a lot.
Thank you, man. Yeah. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. So you said you had the first mixtape is called Fake Ass.
No. The one I just dropped is Fake Ass Rapper. The first one is called Jet Fuel, which is, yeah, just me just gassing. You know what I'm saying? Jet Luxury, Jet Fuel, and the fuel part is just me gassing. I was just getting on anything that sounded like it was meant for me. I was spitting on it. You know, it was nothing that. I didn't remix anything on that first one. I never thought about remixing anything, you know, and it's not until people heard my first mixtape and they was like, man, you got bars, you should get on such and such, or you got bars, you should remix such and such. So I'm like, oh, remixing songs. Like, so the first song that I did, that I remixed ever was 0 to 100. And I shot a video to it, and I work at a sports bar, restaurant, lounge. And at night, you know, we have like a live DJ and it turns into a club. So people, they would play my music video at night. And you know, with me being security there, you know, I have a cat sitting next to me with his drink and he's watching the video and he'll look over at me like,
yeah,
that's you? And I'm like, yeah, man. So I got different people come grab me, hey man, you rap. Hey man, look, that's him on TV, you know?
Oh,
so
man.
it's just, you know, it's an amazing feeling, you know what I mean, to actually be noticed for something other than just, you know, what I do for, you know, to make my money so just I can survive out here. So, you know, right now, it's just more so of doing a lot more remixes so I can get that same reaction so that people can know that I'm much more than just a security guard. I'm much more than just a person who's out here working a 9 to 5. I'm actually chasing a dream. I got something to say and I want people to hear it. So
going back to the future, do you feel like you're better than you were from the beginning, how you started off?
Most definitely, man. Like I said, I was trapped in this lyrical box. I just wanted to establish that I can rap. Like, I got bars, I'm better than this guy lyrically. You know what I mean? That's what all I wanted to establish. But I think I've grown a lot more with as far as like the beats that I'm doing now and the stuff that I'm touching on, because a lot of the beats that I'm on now I never thought I would want to get on. Like, I'm doing like trap beats and stuff like that. And of course on these trap beats, I'm talking about real life shit. I'm not talking about stuff that I've never been through or shit that I've never done. So, you know, me doing trap beats and me doing a club song, like I never thought I'd do a club song. And each club song that I did, like, I was blessed enough to be able to perform them at Secret Sundays. And Secret Sundays is a large platform for like independent artists. If you don't have a name for yourself and you don't really have a brand, like with me just starting off, my brand isn't as big as it's supposed to be for me to be able to perform at Secret Sundays. Like, you had to have a major following. If you don't have more than 7,000 to 8,000 followers on Instagram, you're not gonna get, you know what I'm saying? You know, you got cats like Young Thug and Joe Moses, and you know, Diddy's been there, and you know, you got Tiger there and Chris Brown there. You know, you got like major artists there, you know, hosting and just going there to party. So for me to be able to get up in front of a crowd like that and do my thing, and I'm just starting off, is a major blessing. But you know, the Secret Sunday team, they fuck with me so much and they support me so well that when I drop a record and it's hot to them, they're like, man, you want to perform it? You know what I'm saying? Where a lot of cats, they got to pay, or a lot of cats, he's just like, nah, man, we, you know. So it's just a major blessing. So I do think that I'm a lot better. My confidence is on point. And I'm still growing every day. You know, I feel like I can never learn too much about the game. So anytime I meet a person who's been doing it longer than myself, I'm not too proud to ask for advice, or I'm not too proud to you know, to be open to learning new things. You know what I mean? So I feel like I'm growing every day, most definitely. Like, the old captain and the new West Coast captain is just two different things. Two different artists, in a way, I guess I can say. You know, you got an artist who is just playing lyrical, and you got a guy who is lyrical now, clever, his delivery is on point, you know, his confidence is up, you know. So it's just, you know, my rap has more substance to it now, to where at first I was just spitting, I was just going off. So yeah.
Okay. So do you have, speaking of performances, like what performances have you done so far?
Like I said, I did Secret Sundays a couple times. I did this this club called the Attic. I did the Brewdog Pub. I did Spikes. I did a few other hole-in-the-wall places. Nothing major. Most major thing I did, honestly, to this date is Secret Sundays. But what I'm now trying to do is expand my brand and get out to like Orange County, because I actually lived in Orange County for like 7 years. And I talked to one of my boys the other night, C-Nice. He's actually a rapper from Long Beach, California as well. And he was like, man, you need to get out to the OC. They need to hear you out there, you know? So he was like, that's a few spots that I performed at out there. And he was telling me a few other cats that I know, like Lou Urias. He's a extremely talented cat. He's just all lyrical, just off the top of the dome. He's dope. But he performs out there as well. So I'm trying to move my brand out. Well, not actually trying to. I'm going to move my brand out to Orange County and actually start performing at different clubs out there. Like they were telling me some clubs called Sharks or Sharkies and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm trying to expand my brand out to Orange County, and then I'm gonna go back out to Hollywood once I'm big enough to actually get a platform out there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh man, you sounding good, man. Like again, like I'm a fan now. Like
thank you, man.
Really looking out for you. And
thank you, man. I appreciate that. I mean, it's all really about support and supporting one another. I mean, whatever the next man's dream is, if there's any way I can help, I always lend a hand. So I kind of expect the same thing in return. So whenever I'm telling the next man about my projects or whatever it is that I'm into, I'm very sensitive about that because it's my. And I never knew what Erykah Badu said was she's sensitive about her shit. You know what I mean? Because me being an artist myself now, I'm very sensitive about my music. You know what I mean? I take it to heart. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, again, I understand that there's going to be people who don't like my music. That doesn't necessarily make you a hater. I mean, I think you're a hater if you like my music and you just won't admit it. Right. But other than that, if you just simply straight down like I don't like your music, I don't fuck with it, then okay, cool. You know what I mean? But if I have a person just slandering my music because they have too much pride to admit it, that makes me feel a certain way. You know what I mean? So. Thank you, man. I really do appreciate that. Like I said, it never gets old to me, honestly.
Yeah. Hey, it's gonna be like that, So do you have a YouTube channel or?
Yeah. My YouTube channel is Jet Luxury Lifestyle altogether. Or if you just type in West Coast Captain, honestly, at first it was never like that, which I'm happy now. If you just type in West Coast Captain on YouTube, some of my videos will come up. I got about 13 music videos now. I shoot and edit all of my own projects, so it just makes it easier. I can cut the middleman out. I don't have to, call up somebody or beg them or blow somebody's phone up to get them to shoot a video for me because it's just nowadays people are just so. So I just had to learn how to do it myself. Like I was telling you, the other cameraman, like I had to go to the University of YouTube and teach myself how to do it. You know what I mean? So now I'm shooting my own projects. I'm shooting stuff for other artists as well. I'm shooting stuff for artists who actually, like, I was strictly a cameraman at first, you know what I mean? And then when I started rapping, you know what I mean, a lot of these cats start coming back to me like, man, who's shooting your videos? And I'm like, I'm shooting my videos. I shot your video, you know what I mean? So now I'm shooting stuff for other artists as well. So yeah, if you look on YouTube, it's under Jet Luxury Lifestyle altogether, or you can just type in West Coast Captain and then my music videos will come up. Okay. And it'll take you to my page from there. And I got my music on SoundCloud and DatPiff, same thing, West Coast Captain. You can download the mixtape off of DatPiff. Just type in Fake Ass Rapper, or you just type in West Coast Captain, and both my old and new mixtape will come up on there too. So y'all be on the lookout.
So if anybody wants to contact you or anything, they can just look up YouTube and you have all your information.
Yeah, my main thing is my Instagram and my email. My Instagram is West Coast Captain altogether. Just type in West Coast Captain altogether, and then my email is jetluxuryceo@gmail.com. So it's just jetluxuryceo@gmail.com. Okay. But my Instagram, I put like a lot of real life stuff on there. Promote my shows, promote me new music, goofy shit. I'm just myself, man. Like I said, I'm not trying to fit in with everybody else and be this whole persona of what a rapper's supposed to be like. You know what I mean? Like you'll find me pulling pranks on my parents one day, and then the next day I'll be put up a serious quote about life, and then the next day I'll post up music, or the next day I'll see a hella funny video and I'll repost it. It's just all about what I'm feeling at the moment. I'm just me, you know what I mean? So if you go on my Instagram, just be prepared to see some real shit, I guess. You know what I mean?
That's good, man. Yeah. The game needs more rappers like you.
Thank you, man. I totally agree, man. Like I feel like it'll be a lot better off if everybody was just themselves. You know what I mean? You got a lot of cats who sound exactly the same, and they look exactly the same, and they walk and talk and act exactly the same. So it's not really that much originality left.
Right. So if there was one artist you could work with right now, any artist, who would it be?
Right now, Lupe Fiasco.
Lupe?
Yeah.
For sure.
I want to get on track with him because I think he will really make me dig real deep into myself and write the dopest shit I've ever written in my life thus far. And he's very hard working. He's very smart, man. The dude is very, 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 very smart. And he's not letting anybody change him, you know what I mean? And if he changes, it's for the better of himself, you know what I mean? It's not for, anybody else. So, I definitely keep my eye on what he does and how he's transitioned from the artist that he was in the beginning, and he's definitely gotten better and he's different now. So if I had the chance to right now to work with anybody, it would be Lupe Fiasco.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you came on the show today.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it.
All right, man.
Appreciate it. West Coast Captain.
This has been a Premier Lifestyle interview. I hope you guys come back again.
What's going on, world? This is West Coast Captain. You're now watching Premier Lifestyle TV.
Let me and my niggas in. We bout to take it over. No luck over here, no four-leaf clover. It's just raw talent, my nigga. I said it's just raw talent, my nigga. Let me and my niggas in. We bout to take it over. No luck over here, no four-leaf clover. It's just raw talent, my nigga. I said it's just raw talent.